Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Sitting in for Pinky Webb, I'm Ria Tanjuatco-Trillo. Today on the program, the LTFRB suspends several trips of Ceres Transport after one of its buses plunged into a ravine in Antique, leaving 17 people dead. Public transportation authorities brace for the holiday rush. Land Transportation, Franchising and Regulatory Board spokesperson Celine Pialago joins us in the program. And later, the country detects 4 cases of walking pneumonia, but health officials assure it is preventable and treatable. Philippine College of Physicians President Ronjin Solante tells us more later on in the show. The Land Transportation, Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, has suspended the entire fleet of Ceres Transport, regularly plying the Iloilo City to Caticlan route after one of its buses fell into a ravine in Antique earlier this week. It was slapped with a 90-day suspension after the accident killed 17 people, including the bus driver, conductor, and line inspector. LTFRB ordered the operator to inspect the roadworthiness of its bus units and require its drivers and conductors to undergo a road safety seminar. Let's go straight to the source of this story, LTFRB spokesperson Celine Pialago. Hello, Celine. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Ms. Ria, and to all of our viewers, good morning.
All right. Now, the LTFRB has suspended the Ceres bus liner following the tragic accident that killed 17 people in Antique. Can you tell us exactly what this preventive suspension hopes to achieve?
Well, under 90-day preventive suspension, the operator is expected to undergo mandatory road safety seminar attendance, compulsory drug testing for all of its personnel, submission of their certificate of registration, and provision of video clippings demonstrating roadworthiness inspection, and submission of their dash cam if they have it available, ma'am.
All right. Now, what exactly does the LTFRB want to find out during this time in the course of the investigations?
Well, ma'am, actually, the LTFRB has issued 8 recommendations following the recent accident in Antique. These recommendations, Ms. Ria, signed by our regional director, are currently under consideration. Upon inspection, Ms. Ria, the area is accident-prone. So this week, regional representatives are organizing a meeting with the provincial government of Antique and regional DPWH to discuss the 8 recommendations.
All right. Could you tell us what these 8 recommendations are, Celine?
Well, for example, installation of road humps, installation of extra large road safety barriers, installation of rumble strips, installation of warning signs, mandatory submission of maintenance report on the operator side, intense media campaign, conduct of Drivers Academy module as soon as possible. So these are the 8 recommendations, ma'am.
Okay, and so far, ano ang mga lumalabas sa initial investigation? May possible lapses ba dito?
Well, ma'am, we will leave it up to the provincial government and the PDRMO. But based on the inspection of our regional director, Osmeña, the area is really an accident-prone area. So these recommendations would help to avoid the similar accidents and to avoid untoward incident on that area, ma'am.
All right, so to clarify, the suspension is for the entire bus liner or only the units plying this said route?
Just for the 13 units, ma'am, plying on that route. There would be no suspension for the entire operator in other parts of the country, just for that particular route, ma'am, which they have 13 units.
All right, so 13 units affected by this suspension. So what happens to the commuters of this route? Do they have other options apart from Ceres?
Well, ma'am, I'll be honest with you. That's one of the challenges of the regional office of LTFRB because the only operator flying on that route is Ceres. So our regional director, Osmeña, is coordinating with Ceres to fast-track the submission of all of the requirements needed inspection, certification, because it's just Ceres who can fly that route. So technically, ma'am, it's up to our regional director, Osmeña, if he will issue special permits or other measures could be done because holiday season is coming.
Right. So basically, as of now, if I'm a commuter and I want to go from Iloilo to Caticlan and back, there's just no bus available. Is that correct?
So there's no available bus for long trips now. Yes, as of now, as we speak now.
All right. Now, we've been reporting that 17 people perished in this terrible accident. We just want to confirm, is the death toll still at 17?
Yes, ma'am, as of today, and according to the number of fatalities and in critical condition under PDRRMO. Yes, ma'am, that's confirmed.
All right. And how many were injured exactly based on the latest LTFRB monitoring, Celine?
Ma'am, since the accident happened, there has been different numbers coming if you monitor it, ma'am. So we're just focused on casualties because that's from 21 down to 12, 13, and now it's 17. So we let the PDRMO, ma'am, announce the official number of fatalities and in critical condition, ma'am, to avoid confusion.
All right. Now, aside from everything that we've spoken about over the past few minutes, how does the LTFRB plan to make sure that this similar type of accident can be prevented, not just in this area, but throughout the country?
Well, ma'am, nobody wants an accident. It will happen in just blink of an eye, but we keep on reminding the operators to make sure that their units are in roadworthy condition before flying, especially this long trips, ma'am. But for this case, since according to the report, this is already an accident-prone area, LTFRB will submit our recommendation to avoid the similar incident. But for other bus units, ma'am, regularly, even especially if the holiday is coming, our chairman normally inspect terminals. And for this year, he will start inspecting all of the terminals starting December 21.
All right. And, that is right in the thick of the holiday season, which is what I want to talk about. How is the LTFRB preparing for the holiday season and all the commuting we expect to happen on the roads?
For the holidays, ma'am, total petitions filed for the special permit is 428 with a total number of 1,090 units. So our chairman will facilitate an inspection, ma'am, starting December 31, wherein all of the terminals and all of their units will be inspected and must be compliant to our memorandum circular in terms of terminal facilities. So he will inspect terminals owned and operated by LGUs and terminals owned and operated by PUV operators. So, ma'am, LTFRB will check if you have drop-off and pick-up areas for private vehicles, adequate CCTV cameras, online ticketing and dispatching, detailed scheduled trips, sufficient number of security personnel, availability of ramps for PWDs, and of course, in coordination with LTO, to check the roadworthiness of those units, ma'am.
All right, so you said there was about 428 permits that were applied for. What routes were asking for these special permits, and will these be approved?
Well, ma'am, these are all in process, but according to our data, most of the applications are from Manila going out of Metro Manila. Long trips, ma'am. These are all long trips from north and south, to north and south.
So, Celine, what do you see na in terms of ano ang mga potential challenges na pinaghahandaan ng LTFRB for the holidays?
Well, ma'am, our agency is basically limited on regulation and policies. So, for now, ma'am, we are closely coordinating for MMDA in Manila, Metro Manila, LTO to check the roadworthiness of those units. LTFRB will check if you have the franchise, if you have your CTC, if you're allowed on that route, and of course, ma'am, the safety of the passengers in collaboration with all of the interagencies and transport agencies.
All right. Celine, thank you so much for speaking with us this morning. That was LTFRB spokesperson Celine Pialago. Up ahead, the Health Department allays fears among the public after confirming 4 cases of walking pneumonia in the Philippines. We speak to infectious disease expert Dr. Ronjean Solante about this when we return. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned.